Hello, everyone. Welcome inside our studio here live at Little Brick Cafe. I'm Josh. This is Jay. This is the Nation pregame show, as always, presented by our friends at Deuce Vodka. Make sure you pick up your Deuce Vodka at Sobeys and Safeway liquor locations. Jay, tonight is the rematch. After a heartbreaking loss for the Oilers on Saturday, it's the final matchup of the season between these two teams. Before we get to our opening headline, first, just your reaction after that. Just dismantling on Saturday night.
Yeah, like that stung. We fell asleep for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Like we fell asleep for 4 minutes, made some costly mistakes, and you know, Toronto is a good team. And they took advantage, and then overtime, another fluky goal. That first goal was fluky, and then that fourth goal had to be Austin Matthews, super fluky.
Yeah, and you know what? One thing that the Oilers have been good at this season is holding a lead late in the third period. Mm-hmm. You know, even dating back to last year and the year before, that was one thing that this team struggled with. This core group was, it seemed like, you know, we'd be coming down the stretch of a game and all of a sudden it would just flip like that and we'd end up with a loss. But that hasn't been an issue this year for the Oilers, but you know, it happens. They're a good team. They're a good team.
It just had to happen against the Leafs. Like, that was a game where, you know, there was so much momentum. That second period was unreal. So many amazing goals. Like, that Connor pass to Leon. Like, are you kidding me? And then that Leon pass to Barry. Like, the pass was amazing. The pass was amazing. And Barry shelving it that
my guy.
Like that tight. Like, oh man, it was unreal. So I was buzzing in the third.
Yep.
And I'm like, watch like the first 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, they're just trying to win it. They're just containing this. They're just, you know, playing boring and just trying to eat up minutes. And then, boom, that put them into a lull, which they probably, maybe they shouldn't have took their foot off the gas. That put them into a lull. They fell asleep. 4 minutes, boom, 3-3, losing overtime.
It was a tough night for the second line. The Nuge, Cahoon, and Yamamoto, that trio. They had a tough night. It was a tough turnover at the neutral red line for Cahoon on that 3-2 goal.
Buddy.
It'll happen. It's a small lineup. We've seen a bit of a change tonight. We'll get into the lineups later, but it was a tough night for that second line.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
Let's talk about the North Division. Of course, taking on the Maple Leafs. The Leafs right now 22-10-2, 46 points. That puts them first in the North. The Oilers third in the North right now, 21-13-1 for 43 points. Jay, when you look at those point totals and you look at the games in hand, essentially the Leafs only have one less game played than the Oilers right now. This is a 4-point night for first in the North Division, because if you lose to the Leafs tonight, you are 5 points behind. And if you win tonight in regulation, you're 1 point behind, playing Montreal tomorrow, an opportunity to leapfrog and all of a sudden be first in the North. These next 2 days for the Oilers could have huge implications on playoff seeding going down the stretch.
Yeah, big. And then that poses the bigger question is, where do we actually want to be seated? Like, who do we want to play in the first round?
Yeah.
Right? So, anyways, we'll worry about that when we get there. But it's about winning games, and it's about trying to win the North.
Chris Patterson says, going to look bad if the Leafs win tonight. Tegan says Smith is not to blame for the loss. No. Smith had a good game. He's going to play again tonight. Let's look here. Tim Keller, Toronto worked hard for their luck, but cannot give that lead away. True. Okay. How important is tonight's game is our opening headline for the pregame show today. And what I mean by that, Jay, is right now the Oilers are, let's look at Twitter here, or the Leafs rather, are 6-1-1 against the Oilers this year. We have one regulation win. This is the final matchup against the Leafs this season.
Yeah.
How important is tonight's game?
It's
just in weight.
It's just important for just a statement. Like, the Leafs have had our number. It's not necessarily that we've played our best and they've in all those games and they've beaten us. We just haven't been able to show up or haven't been able to figure it out. And you got to give credit to the Leafs. You know, they've played us good. You still have to give them credit. This is about saving face.
Yeah.
Like, it's about getting hot at the right time. So for us, we need to prove to ourselves we can beat them.
Yep.
So we have to. This is a big game for that. It's a statement. It's just here to show the Leafs that you got us in the regular season. We're gonna make a statement tonight. We're gonna show you who we really are, and can't wait to see you in the playoffs.
Tyler Cohen says Nuge is nothing without McDavid on his line. Ryan Spencer says Turris can't be playing on the second line. Oilers need a Taylor Hall. I said that. Ryan Spencer didn't. Ryan Spencer said that. I didn't say that. So don't come at me. Taylor Sim says it's the Scotiabank North, actually. I know I messed it up. I should have said Scotiabank North, just to respect the name. Taylor Sim says, blame Koskinen for everything, TBH. Yeah. Okay. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah,
people are so split on Koskinen and Smith.
Yeah.
Like, people have such mixed opinions
Yeah,
on it. But,
yeah.
okay, before we get into the lines, I want to say this. I feel like in the past, every time the Oilers lose to the Leafs, I have a tendency of doing this. I know you have a tendency of doing this. We always come back with what's our number one thing. As soon as the Leafs beat the Oilers, it's always, McDavid's mad.
McDavid's
mad.
But he was mad. He is mad.
No, we can't keep saying that. They're
I know.
6-1 against the Leafs this year.
I know.
Like,
but he got 2 points. I bet on we get over 1.5, and I bet on Leon to get over 1.5. Like, that's what I expected him to do against the Leafs.
but we also, we can't get mad because McDavid and Draisaitl, they held up their end of the bargain. Everyone else just has to as well.
And say what you want about how that game ended, like where Leon makes that weird pass up the middle to Connor, and Connor kind of gets tripped up. I don't know if that's worthy of a penalty. Then Quasi interfered with Matthews, but he was so close, and maybe if he really turned on the Jets, he could have broken up that goal, that pass across that went to Matthews that ended up going off 9,000 shin pads and in the net.
So bad.
You could see how mad McDavid was after that because he could have probably...
He almost looked like he was going to
Yeah, so like...
he's like, no bad PR.
He is legitimately mad. I swear he's mad this time.
I hope he's mad.
He's mad this time.
He just got dusted in his home rink.
Look to him to go over 1.5 points.
Nuclear mode. Okay, a couple more comments here before we get into the lineups. James Mitchell says, Smith played incredible. Can't put it on him. We talked about this on State of the Nation a few weeks ago, what our favorite headline is from this Oilers season so far. Oh, man. It's Smith. Just the way that he's played has been one of them.
Yeah.
Like, what a story for him. 39-year-old Mike Smith, just all of a sudden having one of the best seasons of his career.
He put the work in the offseason. He changed some things, as we've heard from Gregor talking to Woodley.
Kevin Woodley,
Kevin
Magazine.
Ingle Magazine, there we go. Yep, shout out that guy. Shout
out
out that guy. So, we heard he's been putting in the work. He's determined. He's a competitor, right? And we're also seeing the benefits of, like, when you've got sound goaltending, kind of...
Oh, the difference.
The difference, the team buys in, right? Like, everyone's all in. Okay, like, well, he's got my back, I got his back, and, like, you start playing for each other, and you've got that foundation. So, yeah, it's transformational, and that's a big storyline for this season for us.
Okay, before we jump into the lineups, we're going to get some comments and then the lineups, but one more question for you, because I've heard mixed opinions on this.
Ooh, very mixed.
I know
Josh is bringing the energy. He's bringing my level up.
I'm fired up.
I got up. I don't know if anyone else could hear or feel that windstorm this morning.
Actually insane.
It got me out of bed at 5 a.m. I can go back to sleep. The house was
usually
shaking.
Wake up at 5 a.m.
Well, Mondays I normally kind of let myself sleep in a little bit. So anyways,
like 6:15.
I was kind of down on the energy level, and Josh has got me just vibing right now.
Okay, we're buzzing right now. Okay, big mixed opinions on this one. I know that he doesn't do it a lot, but a lot of people have an issue when Mike Smith gets animated after a goal against. Like
I love it.
A goal against, maybe Darnell Nurse had a pizza up the middle, and all of a sudden it's back in the net. Like, do you have an issue with it when he takes a little bit out on his own defenseman?
No, especially if he's playing as good as he is. He's earned that respect.
Yeah.
To be able to fire back, but that's also good leadership. Like, I'm sure, and you need that heat. Yeah. You need that. You need to get in people's face. That's what leadership is. It's sometimes having a comfortable conversation. Be like, dude, you blew that.
Yeah. What was that?
And come at me too if I blow it.
Yeah.
And like, let's come at each other. But like that to me is positive.
Yep. Okay, Chris Patterson, how do you guys feel about Hutchinson in net for the Leafs? We're going to get to that, don't worry. Pekka Pekson says, Oilers just got to push hard on the forecheck. Yesy for a goal tonight. Let's go, Oilers from Australia.
Oh, good day, mate. Sorry, well, that's so good. All right, I'll do something. My favorite Australian beer is Han Super Dry. I hope you enjoy it as well.
Okay, let's just jump into the lineup.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
Okay, big change. And the new top six. So, one issue that we saw last game was just top loaded. McDry. They're going to stay with it, but the biggest change
And they delivered.
And they delivered.
They delivered. They delivered so pretty.
They delivered. Draisaitl, McDavid, Puljujarvi, once again together. Thank you. Second line, RNH, Yamamoto, Dominic Cahoon is a health bomb, Kyle Turris. He's playing the left side on the second line. What do you think?
Is he a right shot?
Right shot center, yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely interesting. It's extremely interesting. I don't know why Ennis isn't there, and maybe Turris is on the third line, but also that Ennis, Haas, Cassian. There's some connection
You
there.
also need a little more size on that second line. They got pushed around.
Well, you're saying Turris has size,
Turris is bigger than Ennis and Cahoon.
but but Ennis is okay.
Maybe James Neal should play on that line. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
a hot take.
Yeah, that is a hot take.
Off
So
the taxi squad onto the second
yeah,
line.
so yeah, but Cal Turris doesn't play physical. Like he's, I don't know. Obviously, I'm still in belief of Tip. You know, the others in terms of the grand scheme of things are in a good place. Tip is one of the reasons why that is. So Tip knows something I don't. That is always the case. So
Short leash with Dominic Cahoon, eh?
well,
Short, but he deserved it. It was a
well,
terrible.
that's the thing. I like Cahoon's compete level. Like he goes, he plays hard. He's got some offensive upside.
He wants to have an impact
But like, he makes a big mistake
in a bad time.
in a bad time.
Yeah.
A lot of that results in a goal. Like those, like it might be. He might only do it once in that game, but it always has led to a goal. Whether
Yeah.
we've won the game or not, I'm like, oh my god, Cahoon's done it again. So like, so this is me is just saying like Tippett wants to win this game, and he doesn't have faith in Cahoon right now.
I almost like that. Cahoon is just one of those players where it's like you're either getting Cahoon or you're getting Cahoon. Like it's. You're one of the two.
I want to believe in him because I know there's something there with him and Leon. I really do want to believe it, but we got to win that game. We got to win that game on Saturday. We got to win it.
Nicholas Jacob says maybe Turris needs this high quality on his line to get started. Imagine that all of a sudden tonight, Kyle
Fair.
Turris, he looks like superstar.
It's fair, like, and that's the thing. Like he had his best game of the year before he was out with on COVID protocol, right? Because it was because of COVID protocol.
Contact tracing.
Contact tracing, yeah. But he had his best game of the season right before that. So I'm hoping there's some momentum there. Like if there's one thing we can all admit here, is Kyle Turris is a great human.
Great guy.
So I want
I'll
nothing.
always be in his corner.
Yeah, so I want nothing but the best for this guy. So I really hope he can shine in this position. I hope he can take advantage of this opportunity.
Kyle Turris feels like one of those guys that in 3 or 4 or 5 years, however long when he retires, he'll come on an Oilers Nation podcast. Does he not feel like one of those guys?
Yeah,
we'll promise that.
salt of the earth. We'll promise that. Guaranteed.
I guarantee Kyle Turris will be on a Nation podcast one day. Kyle Turris, please come on. Anyways, let's talk about the fourth line. Shore, Kara, Archibald, meaning our guy Alex the answer chase on. Done. Health bomb. What do you think? That means JP, first unit power play no matter what.
Yeah, that's good. And maybe a little bit of time for Yamo. Yamo likes to fight for his space in front of the net, even though he's just a little honey badger. I love that guy so much. Yeah, I like Archibald. Archibald's such a utility. You can move him up and down. Yeah, hopefully those guys go around and bang and crash. Is really what I hope for. But I like Ennis has got more offensive upside than Archibald.
Yes.
So I'm kind of hoping for some things on this third line tonight.
Yeah.
We need
Ennis
them.
is skilled.
We need some depth, and we also need them to be able to shut down the other team, the Leafs, if the game gets close again.
Yeah. Tyler Cohen says, I think Cahoon Dry was the duo we all wanted, but it just wasn't it. Bryce Lynch says, what's up, boys? Need this win tonight. Matthew Normington says, why not put Cahoon on the top line? We'll pool party down to the second line to help them out. I don't know if Dominic Cahoon has given you anything to make it look like he deserves a spot on the top line right now. Not to harp on it, but like I just really don't know what Dominic Cahoon would bring to that line. If you're going to move a smaller body up to play with McDavid and Draisaitl, it's going to be Yamamoto.
Well,
or even Ennis.
I'm not opposed to it because it's like Puljujarvi didn't get a point.
Yeah.
And yes, and it's not to say he's not effective. He does a lot of things to chip in on that line.
Effective. I'm just kidding.
Right? So Cahoon goes and bangs and crashes. Like I'm not like that's not a bad idea because he's insulated on that line. And then you put pool party and you put pool party in the second line, and then hopefully he can drive and create some offense.
5-on-5. Yes, Puljujarvi is the third best player on this team when it comes to forwards.
Yeah,
he is. So
above Nuge.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Randy Hopkins has one more 5-on-5 point than Jujar Carey this season. You know what I mean? I love Nuge. Keep Nuge.
He's one of those guys.
Keep Nuge forever.
He'd probably trade Nuge for Line.
Oh yeah, for sure I would. And the line is a certified sniper. No, I mean no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't trade him for Line.
Jeez.
Nuge is better than Line.
Line falls in the Taylor Hall bucket of hockey players. Anyways.
Patrick Line had 40 goals in his rookie season.
Yeah.
Ryan Hopkins had 28 goals and playing with Connor McDavid.
Well, you asked Connor McDavid who you'd rather play with.
Probably Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Exactly.
I love Nuge. Don't come at me. John Lapine says, would like to see number 44 elevated, but can't knock down Tippett as we haven't seen Turris out of a bottom six role this season. He must have been having some good practices. That's a good point. You know, we haven't really seen Zach Kassian get elevated, but opportunity here for Kyle Turris.
100% opportunity, and Cassian's been playing so much better since he's been back. He's he's kind of back to old Zach versus how he started out the season with us.
Yeah.
So I think he's earning a look on that in the top six, and I would love to have him with McDavid.
Imagine
if he could do McNuge and Cassian, then move and then reunite the. Oh no, I guess you can't do that, but get Dry and Yamamoto with Puljujärvi.
Yeah, all of a sudden Kyle Turris is the answer in the top six. How nice would that be?
Oh my God, that's found money right there.
We're putting too much pressure on this already.
Yeah.
His first game hasn't even played yet.
Yeah.
In the top six. And
yeah.
we're like,
Kyle Turris over 1.5 points
over
tonight.
1.5 points. Goalie matchup, and then we'll get to our Deuce Vodka player modes. Mike Smith's going to get the start once again tonight, and then Michael Hutchinson is getting the start for the Leafs. Hutchinson 6 starts, 3-2 this season, .922 save percentage. Obviously, on a depth chart wise, Hutchinson would be their third string goalie. Freddie Anderson injured right now. Jack Campbell, I think, might be a little bit banged up too, which means Hutchinson gets the start. I believe Hutchinson.
He beat us.
He played, and he beat the Oilers earlier this season.
Yeah, we played 3 different goalies, and
as soon as I saw Hutchinson was starting last night, I saw it last night or this morning. As soon as I saw Hutchinson was starting, I hammered the puck line. -1.5.
Respect. Well,
the Oilers have to win.
You just have to believe the Oilers are going to win tonight. They have to win. They should have won on Saturday. The game was right there. That's got to piss them off. You know Connor's mad. We know Connor's mad.
Yeah.
Connor's
mad.
So mad.
Okay, Deuce Vodka player mode. Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I'll go because I'm worried we have the same player. So
we're going to have the same player, of course.
So
we know who the player is going to be.
Well, we'll see. So my Deuce Vodka player mode for tonight's game is I want Kyle Turris to enter Ottawa Senators mode when he had his best days.
Yeah.
So just channel that. It's in there. You've got that offensive ability. You got that offensive IQ in you. You're playing with Nuge, cerebral guy. You got Yamamoto who'll just fight for space around the net. You also know how to shoot the biscuit. Nugent-Hopkins knows how to pass the biscuit. There's some potential there, and I really want to buy into this storyline. So Kyle Turris, I got you, buddy. I'm cheering for you tonight.
Yeah. Okay, I won't go Turris then. I'll change mine on the fly. I'm gonna go Zach Kassian. I'm gonna go Zach Kassian to just enter wires crossed mode. Yeah. I just think we need to set
Great hit on Tavares.
Great hit on Tavares, and we just need to set the tone early tonight.
Yes, early. That's the thing. We didn't set it early. We kind of came out flat in that first period, and everyone was kind of feeling each other out. And then I got excited in the second. Like, that was an opportunity to strike.
Yes. Tyler Cohen says, need Archie or Cass to just level Matthews tonight, get in Toronto's head. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Let's get Cassian.
That's why you want him moved into the top 6, so he's got those matches.
I almost want Cassian to go on the top line again. A little bit. A little part of me.
I bet you Tippett's thinking this. I really do. I bet you he's thinking it, and we'll see how the game goes.
Yeah, listen, I don't think Cassian's not the answer, but if you can get Dry, Yam, and Nuge back together and go McDavid, Puljujärvi, Kassian, if that's what it's going to take to get the second line going and kind of spread out that scoring, I would not be surprised if they went to that in the future.
Well, Kassian is proven he can play with McDavid.
He's got the foot
Well,
speed.
He's got the wheels. He does have the wheels. So
fast for how big he is, hey?
Yeah, he's got a motor on him. My
dad loves Zach Kassian.
Well, it's like when he's playing like Zach Kassian hockey, it's hard not to love the guy.
Yeah, when he's playing pre-contract Zach Kassian hockey.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, well, that's another Deuce Vodka player mode. Pre-contract Zach
Kassian. Okay, let's talk about the schedule change-up here. So, of course, with the games that were canceled against the Montreal Canadiens, the Oilers have had a little bit of a change-up here, meaning the one that's going to impact us the quickest and the soonest here, tomorrow night. We're going to play the Canadiens. A little bit of a back-to-back here. Yep. What do you think of the whole change-up this is happening? Did you expect them to do this? Because honestly,
yeah, I thought they would because we're going into a bit of a break here, right? So it made sense, and we just had a break, so it made sense for them to try to sneak in a game there. So I'm fine with it, and especially we go in tonight and we beat the wheels off of Montreal, and we're going to go into of Toronto. We're going to go into Montreal buzzing.
Yeah,
and that's an opportunity to get 2 quick wins. and that is game changing for our position in the standings.
Oh, if you get 2 quick wins in these games, I'm not sure. I don't believe the Leafs play tomorrow night. I don't think they would. It wouldn't make sense for them to play unless another team is coming into town. And I don't think any other team's on an East Coast swing right now. But if you win both of these games, you're
No, they play the Jets either tomorrow or Wednesday.
okay. So
Probably Wednesday.
yeah. So if you win both of these games, you're first in the North. If you're the Oilers,
Yep.
so do it.
Just
Why
go
not?
and do it. Kyle
Just go and
Turris,
do it.
go and do it. You're on the second
Zach
line. Get
Kassian,
some points.
Go and do it.
Go and run it over, Zach.
Okay, cool bet. Or sorry, not cool. Money talk. Let's talk. Let's do some betting.
Money talk.
Let's do some money talk. I already told you what I did. I hammered the puck line -1.5. So it's 293 right now. Mom, if you're listening, plug your ears. I put $20 on it. A small wager, which means it pays out $78. I might put more on it. I haven't decided yet.
Well, just
I might put
hedge
more.
and go on the money line because money line they're still dogs, right? So they're
Road dog.
Road dog. They're plus 115 right now. I love to play with the props. I might go and play with the props, but just because tonight I just want them to win so much, I just piled everything I was going to bet tonight on the Oilers to win at plus 115.
So you're not running the props.
We'll see if I might just throw a couple bucks in just to
Just have a dog in the fight.
get in the game, and pick a horse. But yeah, I'm just all in the Oilers because I don't want to focus on the micro wins. I want to focus on the big team victory tonight.
Did Jesse Puljujarvi have a point last game?
He did not. I had him to get a point. I had him to get a point with those
point.
two, and he didn't.
I'm gonna go Puljujarvi point.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
I'm likely gonna go Nurse point as well.
Nurse
We
again.
like Nurse. That's our guy.
He's the leading goal scorer.
Nurse for the Norris.
He's the leading goal scorer for defensemen now, right?
I don't know.
I think he
I
is.
can check. I have natural stat check pulled up here. Let's see. 5-on-5 goals. Darnell Nurse has 10. Imagine having 10 5-on-5 goals as a defenseman.
He doesn't have any power play goals. He only has 5-on-5 goals.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
pretty sure he has
hold up.
10.
All strengths. Submit. Let's see.
I'm nervous.
No, he has 1 power play goal.
Oh shit.
But you're close.
Okay.
Yeah, I might go Nurse point.
Yeah. The guy's
The over.
the guy is playing good. The guy is playing good. Yeah, fuck, the over's probably right. Sorry for swearing, everyone. Yeah.
That's the first time you swore on this show.
I know. It's bad. It's bad.
Goals. Maybe a Nuge goal, plus 235. I am a Nuge truther. I do like him.
Nuge owes us, and we'll get some.
Nuge owes us. Whoa.
Yeah, he owes us some goals.
Are you criticizing him?
No, I just want him to score. He's due. He owes us.
Okay.
Kyle Turris goal, if you can find it.
Kyle Turris is not on the list I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, that's why I got to play multiple books. I'll check my other one.
Books. Dominic Kahun is, though. plus 450.
Yeah, that'll be tough.
I
I can see a Gaytown Haas goal, but I always cheer for my boy.
Gator Haas, plus 550.
Yeah.
All right.
Questions?
Questions. Let's see if we got anything else coming in here. Tim Culler says, Puljujarvi is so important for our team, probably one of the best defensive players in the league right now. Loves getting in on the forecheck. Big forecheck guy.
Big four. He just chases that puck down. I love it.
Bryce Lynch says, the Leafs played the Jets 3 in a row. That's a big series. Just please, no overtime.
I know. I know. That's like, once again, I don't know what I'm cheering for because I don't know who I want to play in the first round.
I know.
I still don't know yet.
Whoa. We have Greg Takaki coming in here predicting a 3-1 Leafs win tonight.
Oh,
and he has a Leafs logo as his profile picture.
Shocker.
Yeah, okay, Greg. You are not welcome here. Just kidding, you are. We like.
Well, go to Leafs Nation.
We appreciate the views. Yeah, go to Leafs Nation. Tyler Cohen says. Never mind. Tegan says Nurse has 11 goals. Chris Patterson, 3-2 Leafs tonight. What's going on? All of a sudden, Leafs.
We're getting inundated here.
Get
out of our chat.
I gotta say, Tyler Cohen said, Greg, go see what underwater smells like. And then Greg Kataki to have a wave as if he's leaving.
Oh.
So, no, stay, Greg. Okay. Any other things you want to talk about before we go into tonight's game?
Just win.
Just win.
Just win the game. Show the Leafs you can beat them. We need this. As fans, you need this as players so you feel confidence because this is the last time we're going to see them. And we're probably going to see them in the playoffs. So we got to know, we got to go in there knowing that we can whip their ass because our record suggests that we can't. But I believe you can. I believe it.
You know what? I think what's going to happen is the Oilers are going to win tonight. We're going to go on a heater. Oilers are going to finish first.
We're still in the midst of a heater. That's the whole
No,
thing.
but we're going to continue.
Yes,
on a
I
heater.
know, but that's what drives me nuts. We lose the Leafs, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Like,
I
we're
swore again.
terrible.
Sorry. I'm like, damn it. This is not good. But we're actually on a heater still. So win tonight, win tomorrow, and then look back at our last 10 games. You'll be like, whoa, heater.
Okay, Greg Takaki is back. He says, Leafs Nation never goes live like you guys do with a heart. So Greg's a fan of the show.
That's true.
And he likes that we go live.
I'm pushing the content team over there to do some more live stuff.
Okay, and then Nicholas coming in with a hot take at the end here. Not a question, Draisaitl better than Matthews.
All day. That's just a
Baby.
fact.
That's just
That's facts.
I believe one of those two players has a Hart Trophy. I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rebecca Lewis says Edmonton Oilers win tonight. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were gonna.
No, go ahead. I agree with you, Rebecca. Thank you.
That's all I got.
Perfect.
What do you think?
Just win the damn game. Just win the damn game. Just win the damn game. You napped on us for 4 minutes, and that was a costly 4 minutes for us. And that was an early game too. It wasn't like I can just turn it off and go to bed. I still had like the whole night to deal with and just stew and how upset I was with how we blew that lead. It's another early game. Just win it so you can have a good night. All of us have a good night. We probably all had crappy sleeps if we all live in Edmonton because that wind was crazy.
Yeah. What's going on in Edmonton, man? I'm trying to golf. What is this?
Well, wait till Wednesday when it's like plus 17.
Wait till we disc golf.
Oh yeah, disc golf. Nation disc golf tournament is coming this summer.
Am I going to get to play or am I going to have to film it? Because I love disc golf. Let me do both.
Yeah, you can do both.
Okay, because I'm a pretty good disc golf.
Yeah. Also, check out your Nation gear. We dropped this hat on Friday or Saturday
Probably
or something.
one of the favorite hats we've dropped right there. Oilers Nation Internet Company. I think it's funny.
And also, there is going to come a point in time, here's a Nation beer, where something's going to happen during one of these recordings, and I'm going to open one of these and chug it.
You should just danger can it right off the forehead.
I'm going to
right off the forehead.
There's going to be something that's going to happen so great
Yep.
this season that's going to happen.
You know what? Let's make a promise here. Let's make a promise.
Okay.
I am promising you that, you have to be a part of this, is that the game after the Oilers clinch playoffs, so like let's say the Oilers clinch the playoffs on a Monday night, and we have another game on Wednesday, that Wednesday game, you'll shoddy one on the show, the day that we clinch playoffs, or the next game after we clinch playoffs.
Sure.
Yes.
I like to you got to celebrate these things, people.
So, get ready, because I'll put it in the headline, I'll put it in the pregame show tweet that Jay will be partaking in a Nation beer the day after we clinch the playoffs. That was tough to get out. I was trying to figure it out.
To say.
Anyways, enjoy tonight's game. It's going to be a freaking good one. I'm going to go home, eat some leftover Chinese food, and enjoy the Oilers beating the Leafs. As always, this show, the Nation pregame show, is brought to you by Deuce Vodka. Pick up your Deuce Vodka at all Sobeys and Safeway liquor locations. Jay, as always, thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the game, and thank you. Bet responsibly, and we will see you all of a sudden. Not wait until Friday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Couldn't see us last week. Now you're going to see us all this week.
Yep.